think I need to get some music in here. Welcome to the next video. This video is where I'm actually going to set up a campaign. Right now, I have my offer approved, and if you look at my landing page here, you'll see that there's a phone number at the bottom. Again, when you write the content for your lander, maybe it should be congruent with the offer. It makes more sense. I got this kind of home improvement blog, so I'm pretty sure I can get away with it. So I got my phone number right here, and this is what we're going to use. When I go through setting up a campaign, I always go with search network all features. It's a call only campaign, right? But we go with all features. And then if you remember correctly, I gave this guy a name. I'm going to name it this. And we want to uncheck that. We want to drop this. Let's see, what do we got in here for? If we jump in the campaign summary real quick, we can see what our geos look like. Pretty sure, right? Oh, it's a zip code campaign. My least favorite of campaigns. Let's see what we got here. So I'm just going to drop this in. That's a nice feature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop these guys in. So there's like, is there really like 10,000? Oh yeah, holy moly. Okay, so I'll be honest with you, I haven't figured out a quick way to break these things up into thousand line lists, because if you come over here and let me choose advanced search bulk operations, you can only add 1,000 locations at a time, and we're dealing with a list of like, geez, a lot, 10,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video, and I'm just going to break this up and add these 1,000 at a time until I get to until I'm done. Okay, so I'm going to pause this. Okay, so I added about as many as I could tolerate, and I have all my locations in there. And the next thing I would want to do is I would set my bid strategy. I always like to go with this. Enhanced, CPC, Water and Fire Damage Service Master. I always start with just kind of a conservative default bid of like $3. And I will start with like $50 a day just as for a budget. And I'll get rid, I'll tackle this stuff. These are like, I like to use call the add extensions my finishing touches. So I'll get back to these and finish up when we're near the end of the campaign setup. And it is a 24/7 campaign, so I think we are okay there. So here we are on the Home Services Water, Fire, and Damage campaign summary. And it is 24/7, pays out $34 on a 90-second call. Cool. All right, so now that we have that verified, we can just leave this the way it is. Add delivery, optimize for conversions. Yep, that's good. On the budget, we want to change this to accelerated. It just depends on how much, in this case, I have no idea how much money I could spend, so I'll just test it. You could probably go more conservative at first, but, I like to just kind of get down to business. Get things running. Okay, so right now I'm going to create a quick ad, and we can jump into SpyFu for this. Let's see here, Service Pro. Is that who we were looking at earlier? These are the dead guy cleanups people, right? Crime cleaners, yeah. Service repair. But we're looking at Service Master Restore. Add history. These guys, let's see, here we go. Water damage. Oh, whoops, that's the keyword. So these guys are just using brand bidding, or, using the brand. That's all I got. Yeah, they just kind of brand bid. Well, anyway, it's cool. 24/7 water damage restoration. Okay, cool. So I like that. So we're gonna use a call only ad. Fire So I'm just kind of winging this right now. Residential and commercial care, fire mold restoration, fire and smoke. So these right here, these make some good call outs. We won't, I mean, obviously they got to be legit. Bam. So I'll use those for later. Official. These guys are running a lot. Water and fire damage. Restoration. Okay, now we get down to the line call 24/7. Damage. Let's see, we want to give, what were some of those cool fast and free quote? There we go, something like that. And then display URL. I have no choice here. And then this guy right here. And do I have anything here? 90 seconds? Yeah, so let's do this. Boom, we're gonna open this up real quick. And normally I would just use one of those conversion tracking pixels or whatever you want to call them. Conversion actions. The internet's running slow. Alright, well. There, yeah, cool. Phone calls from ends using call extensions. I'm going to call this fire. What's that thing worth? Cost $34 is what we're going to get out of this. Done. 90 seconds, right? Close that. 90 seconds. All right, go to call yet. Oh yeah, we haven't finished completing it. I'll have to reset it once we get it here. And then for what I'm going to do here is, this is just a test. I'm actually going to clone this thing in the AdWords editor. Oh, whoops. There we go. Jumping the gun here. All right, save that group. Yeah, cool. All right, so obviously we don't want that. And so let's go keywords. Sometimes, for me personally, it's easier just to kind of get off the ground in the browser, and then once you've kind of got a couple of foundational items established, then you can jump into the AdWords editor and copy and paste and get things knocked out pretty fast. So right now, I have no ad extensions. I have one ad. I want to create one more ad. Something to split test. I'm just going to change this little benefit here to something else. See, smoke and odor, yeah, fire and mold. That's good. Water, fire, and mold. See if we can get those in there. Yeah, cool. So, water, fire, and mold, call 20. Yeah, cool. Call 24/7. Now I could probably change this to, don't see it in there. Where is it? Sometimes it gets weird like that, huh? Let's see, refresh of the browser. Number one, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, now we got that. So next thing I want to do, add extensions. So we want to add a callout extension. Is that right? We want some callouts, some call extensions. Create a new phone number. Mobile. Advanced. Number one. Copy that dude. Blast it in there. Oh, nope. That was highlighted. Figured it was good. Damn. There we go. Save. So we have a call extension, and this is campaign level, I think. Let me see. No, add group. All right, so we want to do this campaign level. Oops. Let's see, I never really paid attention. 2538. Okay. Okay, cool. So I got that, and we're gonna add some call outs. Make some stuff up here. Water, fire, mold restoration. See if we can get that all in. Nope. Cool. Fast and free quote. See, these we're telling the truth here, right? Like, I wouldn't use 60 years of water, fire, and mold restoration because, you know, we're just brokering these leads and they're just going to places across the country. So it's like that you can't put that in your ad. I wouldn't put it in my ad. So no false, no bogus claims. Fire and smoke damage. So let's see if we can get that. Yep, cool. Smoke and odor removal. So slow. Natural or indoor fires. Then we can come back and look and see if any of these help the conversion rate or cause more harm and confusion. It's great. It's a call 24/7 on call. See if we can get water extraction. We'll go water extraction, water mitigation. And my mouse in trouble. There we go. One more. Okay, cool. That's enough. All right. So we're going to copy these. This is all campaign wide, right? Did I do that again? No. Yeah. Great. Okay. I want to make sure everything's a campaign wide here. Okay, it pays to pay attention. So I had to do a little extra work there because I wasn't paying attention. Happens. So anyway, now we're on the campaign level here, and I have all of these these ad extension callouts, yeah, campaign callout extensions, and I think we're good there. And then also the call extension on the campaign level, unless I screwed that up. Okay, no, good. So what's great now is if we go through this um, real quick, just to kind of summarize. Um, so I have, let's see, what do we got here? Um, this is a call only campaign, so we don't have to worry about this section here. Sometimes you could put a bid adjustment here and get a little more traffic when it's all said and done. This is kind of like a good way to kind of increase and decrease your spend on any given day. Like if you realize you overspent, and you can drop your bid here like across the campaign. It's really nice to do it that way sometimes without having to like pause your campaign. Just drop your bids. So I have a test ad group with no keywords in it because I didn't want it to run, but it does have some ads. 2 ads under review. I have, oh yeah, sorry. My targeting, I just targeted 12. I just targeted a handful. I really didn't want to keep pumping towns into Google, and I wanted to move fast on this video, so I pumped some in there, and we're showing ads all the time. No end date, no begin date. Accelerated. We're gonna start at $50 a day, and we are good, I think. So now the next step is to jump over to AdWords Editor and download this this new campaign, and then do some copy and paste. So it's this guy right here. Yep. Cool. Boom. So we're done. So I got this guy. Now let's do this. Let's take and start building out the campaign inside the AdWords editor. So over here in this pane is going to be your campaigns. Depending on how you're filtering your campaigns here, you can see all the active, paused ones, recently downloaded campaigns. Down in this section is kind of where you manage your ad groups and your keywords and ad extensions. You got some shared library stuff. To be honest with you, I really hated the AdWords editor when I first had to start learning it because it just seems so clunky and easy to screw things up. But once you work in it for a while, and you kind of understand its like little quirks, you'll get the hang of it, and it won't be too bad. Just remember, you can always double check your stuff, especially you see how I operate. I miss stuff all the time. And so it's like it pays to like be extra careful in here, because when you copy and paste thousands of items at a time and you're not careful, you can really make a mess of things. Okay, so right now where we're at is we have the campaign. We kind of have a shell of a campaign, and I want to start populating the campaign with ad groups and keywords. And if you remember correctly, I had, is it this guy? Yeah, if you remember correctly, I had created this kind of shell of a campaign over here with the ad group and keywords, and sometimes there's sometimes I just copied and pasted the campaign name again, just to make sure that there won't be any copy and paste errors with that particular element in AdWords editor, because it can be sensitive. So what I'm doing now is I basically created a spreadsheet that Google AdWords editor will accept, and what I want to do is I want to come in here and I'm going to click on the keywords tab, and then I want to click on make multiple changes, and then click on destination. My data includes columns for campaigns and or ad groups. And then you want to paste your data in here. And then what you want to verify is that the headers line up correctly. Sometimes it's easy to spell an ad group wrong. I mean, for the longest time I spelt it as one word, and then sometimes I would misspell keyword and I would spell keywords. So it's easy, to get that miss that, and then not pay attention, and then hit the process button and screw things up. So just pay attention to that. This is another big important one here. If you don't click on this, my data includes columns for campaigns or ad groups, but select the one below it. and you have a lot of ad groups already in this campaign, what it'll do is it'll just add, it'll just either write over, or in the case of like an ad or a keyword, it'll just duplicate it, and that's not good. So let's keep it simple. Okay, so I'm gonna hit process, and it's going to build out our single keyword ad groups, going broad. See how she does. 10,000. Yeah. Okay, cool. Finish and review. We're gonna keep that. I don't know. It for some reason it skipped like 48. There was probably some characters or something in there. What do we got here? Yeah, it can't serve from this ad group because it has no active keywords. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the one we just made. We need that. What's this? Your ad group contains no active ads. Okay, cool. All right, so this test ad group is the ad group that we made in the browser. And if we collapse this for a moment, we can see that there are 2 ads in this ad group. So I am literally, so like if I moved this over here, you would see that there's no ads. Oh, am I right about that? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I just sound like a dummy. I don't know. A little confused. I'm always confused. Oh, shoot. Call only ads. Okay, well, anyway. So 2 ads. These are them. Ad groups. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to copy the ads, place those just at. I want to grab these 2, and I want to make multiple changes. And this time I want to use the bottom radio button, because I want to populate all of these ad groups with these 2 ads that I created in the test ad group. And so I pasted those in. So I just copied from the other page, and I just pasted right in. You can just verify everything's cool here, and it should be, because we're not really importing anything from Excel. That's usually where things get screwed up. And then so then we could process, and it's going to populate every ad group with this kind of broad but congruent ad. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we did our homework correctly, we should be able to hit the right market with all of these ads, even though they're pretty broad. It gets the point across, and it's probably good for 1% click-through rate at least. All right, cool. So we're gonna keep that. The one thing I need to do is I need to go into my ad groups and just verify that. Yeah. Okay. I need to just make sure that it's got a maximum cost per click of $3 for right now. Cool. And then what I want to do too, since I've already got campaign level call extensions, I don't need to go and add those. So I'm pretty much done. I think I'm done. I could post this up to the internet and let it run. And it's a 24/7 campaign, so we'll just see if it works. I have no idea. Anyway, that's it. So I hope you found that helpful. Sorry for all the, clumsiness, but that's what it is. It is what it is. Let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.